Hello, good morning. Well, it's good morning for me. I don't know what time you're watching this, but I wanted to jump on here and talk about one big, huge lesson that I learned at my first trial when I was a litigation paralegal. It's going to date me back about 30 years, the early 90s. At my first trial, I asked the other paralegals in the office, what's expected of me? What do you do at trial? Very nervous, obviously. And so they said, take good notes. So that's what I did. Go into trial, my very first trial, the associates there, the partners there. I had a very good working relationship with them. And so I start taking notes. And the only time I'm not taking notes is when they ask me to either go talk to a witness out in the hall or go call a witness, maybe go make copies. But other than that, I did what I was told and I took really good notes. Fast forward to the end of the trial, and the partner comes to me. This is when they're going to send the jury back, and they're going to give us a break to put together the notebooks of trial exhibits. And so the judge takes a break. He says, we've got 10 or 15 minutes. And the first thing the partner does is come over to me and say, all right, so what exhibits did I not get entered into evidence? I literally looked at him like that. My eyes were huge. Well, what do you mean? I mean, I could go back through 55,000 pages of handwritten notes. I wrote notes on it, but I wasn't tracking it on the actual trial exhibit list. The big lesson learned was that is your major role. Your most important role as a trial paralegal is to be the evidence manager. In other words, what evidence got in? Because the attorney's going to go through this three-step process of first he's going to identify the exhibit, then he's going to ask the exhibit to be admitted, and then the court, well, the other side's going to object maybe or not, and then the court either withstands it and lets the exhibit in, or they don't let the exhibit in. And if the exhibit doesn't get in, it's not evidence at trial. And so my big lesson, my big takeaway was be the evidence manager as a trial paralegal. Track it, track every piece of evidence. And it's not just trial exhibits. So trial evidence is the trial exhibits, of course, the demonstratives, because the demonstratives are essentially a summary of the actual exhibits, trying to condense them and make them easier to present, usually to the jury or to the judge, and witness testimony. And that could be witnesses live on the stand or deposition transcripts that are going to be read into the evidence. So keep that in mind for your next trial. Track the evidence. Yeah, you can take notes. You can, notes are important, especially if you're picking a jury and things like that. But I would say that your most important role and my most important lesson in my first trial 30 years ago was you need to be tracking the evidence. All right, I hope you're having a great day, and jump in the comments and let me know if this was helpful. If you made a similar mistake at your first trial. We all make mistakes, especially when you don't have anyone telling you what's expected of you. And the attorneys don't necessarily jump in front of you and say, hey, what's expected of you at trial is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to be doing these 5 things. They don't tell you that. So I'll be here jumping in with some videos to help you out for your next trial. Bye for now.